Yes. Okay, here's the deal. This is the dating game theme, by the way, just to confirm what you were thinking. Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to ask you a series of questions. I'm going to basically put up a question or ask you a question, and you need to be the first person to yell out the correct answer so I hear it. So if you're in the back there, like far back, and you're whispering the correct answer, I'm not going to hear you. You're not going to get a point. And then you're not going to get the highly valuable prize. So we need you to kind of use your vocal cords here. Okay, here's the easy question first. WD-40, how many failures did they have before they got it right? 39. I heard it right here, but I was close to Matt, so I'm going to move away from Matt. But Matt gets a point. Okay, that is correct. So WD-40, they were trying to create this formula. It's called water displacement. And they failed 39 times and then kept going one more time, which is why it's called WD-40 and not 39. But basically, they had to persist for 40 times. So, being able to kind of overcome failure and keep going is a key message. All right, next question. Wikipedia is one of the top 10 most visited websites every single day. How many entries did Wikipedia have in its first 2 years of existence? 30, 1,000, 600, 2, 400,000, 1. Who said 30? Who said 30? Somebody said 30. You said 30. What is your name? Okay, Margaret is the closest. They had 24 entries. So the whole idea here, Jimmy Wales, who started Wikipedia, basically said, I'm going to create the most robust encyclopedia in the world online. He found the leading expert in a number of topics at universities, and then created a 7-step review process so that each step would validate the information, and he'd pay people along the way, and after 2 years, and $250,000, he had 24 entries. Didn't exactly work. Failed business model. But then they decided, rather than just turn it off, why don't we just open it up? Do this thing called open source it. And it turned into Wikipedia. A failed business model turned into Wikipedia. Okay. So a point and a point, right? Okay. Mr. Wrigley did not start out selling gum. Mr. Wrigley started out selling something else. What was it? Hopefully you use it every day. Soap. What's your name? Derek. Correct is soap. I love the toilet paper answer, though. That was a good one. No one's competitive in here, I can tell. Okay. Mr. Wrigley was selling soap and baking soda and giving a piece of gum away as a perk to his customers. They liked the gum more than the soap and baking soda, so he followed that delight and then went into the gum business. That's how Wrigley came into being. All right. Next question. iPhone. How many years did it take from the idea to do the iPhone to getting it out into the market? You said like every number but the right one. Yeah, 3. Who said 3? There you go. What's your name? Okay, Mary gets a point. 3 years, which in technology is an eternity. And if you think about, we can barely, if something goes beyond your annual plan, it's like barely, it doesn't get any funding. You go by the years, right? 3 years is an eternity, but they really stuck with it. They saw the breakthrough and they persisted. So, part 2, how much did Apple invest to get that iPhone to market? To develop it and get it into market? How much? 17 million? Billion? 150,000, 1 million, 2 million. I'd actually be surprised if you guys knew because, you know, Apple's so secretive. I don't know either, but it was a lot. Last question. Last question. YouTube did not start out as YouTube as we know it today. It started out as kind of a specialty website. What was this? What was, not music. Who said porn? Not porn. But you're actually kind of close. You're kind of close, actually. What was that? Who said dating? Yes, it was a dating site. What's your name? Lori. She might have been the only one to use it because it failed. You know. So YouTube did start out as a dating site. The idea was that you'd take a video of yourself, you'd post it online, someone might see it, and then they create a video of themselves and create a link to it. Failed. So they just decided, let's just make it a video site, and that turned into YouTube. So, you know, the moral of this story is that all these innovations have some kind of dimension to them around being unpredictable, evolving in some unexpected, surprising way. And that's really what innovation's about. And that's the kind of culture that we need to foster. If you have to have an innovation go through every single step in the same way, you're going to stifle innovation. What you want is to create an environment where it's free thinking, freewheeling, and you're providing a structure for unstructured innovation. That's the real goal.